Good morning, students. Today's topic is sensible cooling. Okay. Last class we have seen about sensible heating. This class we are going to see about sensible cooling. This is also very important process in psychrometric processes. So here the objective of the sensible cooling is need to reduce the temperature of the given air without changing its moisture content. That is the ultimate aim of sensible cooling. Okay. So sensible cooling, for explanation we have a illustration that is called duct. Within the duct we have placed a coil. This is called cooling coil. Through this cooling coil we are sending the refrigerant. This is inlet, this is outlet. So refrigerant inlet condition, it is in cool condition, its temperature will be less. So outlet condition slightly will be more, temperature will be slightly more, just because of absorbing heat from the air. Okay. So air we are sending at inlet at point 1. The temperature of the air inlet is TdB1, triable temperature at point 1. Okay, right. So it is passes over the cooling coil. So this cooling coil will absorb some amount of heat from the air given or air given in the inlet. Then it is coming out with a less temperature, greater temperature. Inlet temperature we have more temperature, outlet we have less temperature because of the cooling coil present within the duct. The temperature of the outlet air is T, temperature of triable temperature at point 2. Okay, right. So TdB1 temperature of air at inlet, TdB2 temperature of air at outlet, TdB3 temperature of heating coil. So not heating coil, actually it is a cooling coil. Cooling coil, right? Just we are going to compare the temperature of inlet, air inlet and temperature at air inlet and temperature outlet. So temperature of the outlet will be slightly lesser than that of temperature of the air inlet because it is losing heat. Air is losing heat with the cooling coil. So if you compare these three temperature of the triable temperature, triable temperature 2, triable temperature 1, triable temperature 3. Okay, we can get the relation like this. Triable temperature at point 1, air it is in higher temperature at entry level. dB2 is the outlet temperature, it will be lesser than that of triable temperature 1, air entry it is less than that of air entry. Then it is further less in the cooling coil. Outlet temperature is greater than that of your cooling coil. Why? Because some of the air is not having contact with the cooling coil, so it is bypassing the cooling coil. So the temperature of the outlet air is somewhat greater than that of your cooling coil. That is the main reason for this. Okay. Right. So this temperature just we are going to represent in the psychrometric chart. In the x-axis we have taken triable temperature. dBT means triable temperature. If you triable temperature you can measure with a normal thermometer. Okay, so that is called triable temperature. In the y-axis we have a specific humidity. This can be represented denoted as small w. Okay, unit of the specific humidity is kg per kg of dry steam. What is the definition for specific humidity is 1 kg of dry steam. In 1 kg of dry steam, how much amount of water vapor is present? That will give you the specific humidity. Now we are going to mark all the points in the psychrometric chart. First point TdB1, the x represent horizontal axis represent triable temperature. So this will be TdB1 will be greater because air inlet having some higher temperature, we need to cool the air by using the sensible cooling, right? So temperature is higher. If you starting from here, this triable temperature increasing towards right side. Okay, so TdB1 we are marking the right extreme. For example, if you have two parameters only, you can mark the points in the psychrometric chart. Here we have one parameter TDB1, triable temperature at point 1. Other than that, previously sensible cooling we have assumed wet bulb temperature and triable temperature we have marked the point 1, point 2 and so on. Here triable temperature along with the relative humidity, another parameter just I have introduced, relative humidity. Relative humidity lines will be like this, okay. So many lines will be there in the psychrometric chart. So assumed relative humidity we are marking a point 1, just drawing a vertical line from the triable temperature 1, okay, triable temperature 1, which line which intersect the relative humidity, assumed relative humidity, there we are marking point 1, right. Similar way, triable temperature 2, before marking triable temperature, this is a sensible cooling. What is the definition for sensible cooling? Without changing its specific humidity, we are increasing the decreasing the temperature. So this line should be extended towards left because we need to maintain specific humidity as constant, okay, right. Now we come to the second point. So triable temperature at point 2 will be lesser than that of triable temperature at point 1, so we are marking slightly leftward, okay, right. Draw a vertical line. This line intersect, this vertical line intersect this horizontal line will give you the point 2. Here also if you see the curved line, we can get some relative humidity, okay, right. So if you have two parameters, we can easily mark a point in a psychrometric chart. That is the important thing. Next one, triable temperature at point 3. Point 3 means your cooling coil. So cooling coil temperature will be very less when compared to air inlet and air outlet. So it is further it is marked further leftward, okay. Point 3 is marked here, okay. Point 3 is marked here. This dB3 is less when compared to TDB2 and TDB1. So here we are marking TDB3 and just extending a line vertically where it will be intersect the horizontal line. Already we have marked the horizontal line where it will intersect, there you can mark the point 3, okay, right. This is how we can mark point 1, point 2 and point 3, okay. This line, this 1 to 2 line, this 1 to 2 line represent your cooling, sensible cooling, sorry. This 1 to 2 line, sensible cooling. Okay, sensible cooling. 1 to 2 represents sensible cooling, okay. Now how much amount of heat removed from the steam, how much amount of heat removed from the steam we need to calculate. For that we are using a general expression, Q is equal to m into Cp into delta T. So m is nothing but, or m dot is nothing but mass flow rate of air. It is represented in kg per second. Next one, Cp, specific heat capacity of air, at constant pressure. The unit of the Cp is kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Then delta T, it is a temperature difference, okay, between air inlet and air outlet, okay. This can also be represented with the enthalpy, in terms of enthalpy. So Q is equal to m dot H2 minus H1, okay, right. Now how to take the value H1 and H2 from your psychrometric chart, just we are going to see about. So from point 1, just we are extending a line inclined way up to the specific enthalpy line, okay, enthalpy scale. There you can get a value, that will give you enthalpy at point 1, okay, right. Similar same procedure we can adopt for point 2. From point 2 we can have a same inclined line. Similar way you can draw an inclined line. So up to the specific enthalpy scale, there you can meet some point that will give you your enthalpy point at point 2. So it is called H2, okay, right. So while comparing H1 and H2, this specific enthalpy line, the value increases from lower to upper. Okay, in the specific enthalpy scale value is increases from lower to upper. So H2 value is less when compared to H1. Okay, H2 value is less. H2 value is less when compared to H1 value. Okay, so while writing this formula, which one is greater value, you have that has to come first. So H1 minus H2. So using this formula, we can easily find out the heat, how much amount of heat removed from the steam, okay, from the air, given air, how much amount of heat removed from the given air. Okay, right. Right. So in this class we have seen about sensible cooling. Sensible cooling, with the help, we have explained with the help of your schematic diagram, as well as how to mark the points and how to obtain the enthalpy from your psychrometric chart, that we have seen. Main objective of the sensible cooling is we need to reduce the temperature of the given air, without changing the moisture content. Okay, that is the main thing. So that's all about sensible cooling. Thank you.